Alrighty, everybody, we are back, TJ and I, with round 2. If you didn't catch round 1, it'll be linked in the description below, as well as round 3, which will be next. Once again, this is going to be filmed at Dean's Dugout, which is in Naperville. This is round 2 of a 3-round locals that was filmed today. And we have TJ playing D-Brigade, good old D-Brigade. And we have Ryan playing Ravemon, which is fun, interesting deck. So without further ado, let's hop into it.
So to start things off here too, this is round 2. We are both undefeated right now. We both won round 1, which is really weird. Just to start this off, because Ryan played against Melga, played against Nicole playing Melga, and then I played against Rio playing Black War, which I should not have won, but Rio bricked horribly. Both games. Like first game, he didn't see protections. Like he saw the pieces for it, but didn't see like 2 Greymons at the same time to like have protection. And then game 2, he didn't see a rookie. And I was drawn pretty hot. But yeah, I decided to play D-Brigade today because I was really excited. I'm really excited for BT14 D-Brigade, so I just wanted to play it.
A pretty good turn 1. You know, got out the, BT4 Commandra. So not bad.
This is about as good as it can get. I usually try and bank on finding a normal Commandra on rookie and then being able to play the BT4 Commandra with the undeletion effect. Ryan, though, seeing a full stack, but no Tamer. So the Chromon effect is not going to do much. I do hit a Commandramon there off the reveal, which is good. Swing at that guy. He unfortunately dies, so I don't get my reboot.
The 2 checks off the bat is not bad.
Yeah.
Doing D-Brigade things.
I was just checking to see which Chromon it was there.
You will probably have a lot more input on this video because I don't know as much about Ravemon as I should probably.
Yeah, I've played both these decks a lot.
Yeah. So. D-Brigade I can chip in, but I think Ravemon I will leave up to you.
I am your captain for this ship. So Rave's gonna go ahead and promote here. He's gonna swing with the Chromon. He knows he can't wait for a Tamer against me. Because sometimes I will just have so much speed that I'll be able to go. So he opts to just swing with Crow, risk it. It does live because it hits an Izzy, which it's very unhelpful for me. He plays the Keen in there, which is on play, lets him, your opponent gets the choice to trash a Tamer or an option. Otherwise, you gain a memory and draw a card. So I trashed a Digidimension. And you can see my head pop in there.
Get another Keenan into.
Yeah, which I opted to let him gain the memory, and then I just DG it. So he's going to gain extra memory off that because it's not by battle, it's by an effect. But my thought process was just to try and slow down his play. Because even if I give him a bunch of memory, he's not really going to want to on-play too much stuff out, just raw.
Right. Because, I mean, at least from the times I've played against you while you did Rave, you kind of rely on building your stack and doing what you need to do. Ooh, a Lowy.
Yeah. He does have a hybrid tech, which I saw him use. He just uses to crash into the Commander to slow me down, which is smart.
Yeah.
Plays a Falco for some search. Whiffs, which was crazy.
That feels bad.
Yeah. So now he's trying to think about what he wants to do next. He was a good Ravemon player. Just goes Peckmon for 2 chokes. Sure. Would choke me, but I have my Izzy's out. Has blocker. At this point, I'm debating what I want to do. I'm at 3. I don't have enough D-Brigade cards in trash, I don't think, to play the BT4 Darktra. So I'm thinking there's probably no reason for me to push up.
Your hand looks kind of gummed up there, too.
I had 2 of the EX3 Darktramons in my hand, and they were so useless for this.
So I have a question for you after the round's done, like in between, and we can kind of talk about it.
Sure.
But I think at this point you're just like, what do you do?
So this is where I think I did something very stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. So I probably should have just passed, but I was worried about him having 2 stacks that he could go up.
Sure.
For plays and keep the blocker out. And I was like, well, at least if I get rid of the blocker, I can slow him down a little bit. But I mean, I'm just giving him so much memory to work with. I did not play this set super well, to be honest.
Gains a memory, goes ahead and goes Falco again, a search.
Yep.
Hits it this time.
Peckmon.
And all his options and
He's the
analogs are
blocker.
in bottom, which hurts.
Those blocker Pac-Mons are messing me up, man. They were stopping me from so much. I could not do lickety split. At this point, though, I do finally just say, no, fuck it. They're just gonna move
Yeah,
up,
sure.
do a swing.
Get him in trash for sure.
Yeah, and then I choose to go ahead and top deck 5, so I just get myself some cycle with my Commandramons.
Yeah, smart.
I'm trying to decide how I want to put them up there. This is where I messed up.
You put the top ends up top, right?
I should have spaced it out differently with how I'm going to draw stuff. I should have put another Commandramon in between things. I put Decoy Commander out, just trying to protect the Darkdramon for the turn in case he has like an Amino Obari or something like that and is able to get up there somehow.
Not bad, yeah.
He's still seeing what he wants to do. Just swings to the peck. It does die there, which was good for me. He gains the memory. That slows him down a little bit more.
Yeah, he seems to know. He seems to really know what he's doing with this deck.
Yeah, he's going Rave.
Yeah.
So this is where it goes downhill for me. So he on-plays that Falcomon, which on-play you can choose one of your purple Digimon and give it Retaliation. I draw for turn, which is a Commandramon, which is all good. I Digivolve another Commander in the back, and I draw the Darktra, and I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to put another Commander next. I should have done that to get more gas out. Instead I put the Darktra, not thinking about it. And this is, I forgot he had Retail, so I swung not thinking about it, and then I lost the Darktra, and I was like, well, that sucks. And so I'm left with two choices. I can either pass and put him to 3, which he could do a lot of work with.
Sir, don't tell me you did what I think you're gonna do. Sir.
I took a page out of old Benny Boy's
Oh,
book
hell yeah.
So
That's
it's
what I
really
like to
stupid. It's really stupid, though, because if you know Rave, you know that Rave bursts. I mean, this play's dumb in general. I'm laughing about it on the side right now. But Rave burst mode just trashes the card from hand, which I only have the Darkramon in hand. I already have Darkramon in trash anyways. Bottom decks it, and then deletes all Digimon that share the same name off the board. So, first of all, this matchup's kind of just not in my favor regardless, because burst mode can just clear my full board of Commandras.
Yeah.
But he burst modes here, obviously. There's the one Darktra I have left in
I will
hand,
say, I am glad you played the alt art. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I just wanted to look cool.
Yeah.
I figured it was Jover, but then I'm realizing that if I had just put him to 3, he wouldn't have been able to
do what he just did.
Yeah, because he was only a Pac-Mon, so he would have had to go Crow, swing with Crow, go into Rave. But because I did that, he just does that. And then he's like, okay, I have to think about what I want to do next.
Yeah.
He just plays a Falco for 3.
Or goes
Feels
into a
top
blocker
3.
pack.
Gets 2 hits, and I think he does go into a blocker pack, if I remember right.
Probably would make the best play. If he has it.
No, he just goes normal pack.
Yeah.
And that burst mode goes bye-bye. But at this point, I don't have a stack that has Rush. All I have is that Commandramon. So I just swing the one check just to see what it is. And then I reveal top 3, play that Commandra, bottom deck the rest. And this is where I'm just like, I should have done this. I actually could have had a chance if I didn't give him that much memory. And then I just played 2 Commandras. Because I drew one for turn, and then the other one I came off security when he bounced the security to my hand using the Rave effect. And I just had to hope there was an option there. And there was not, so...
So the question I had for you was, so with Commandra, right? I know that some people are like sort of build this, like you incorporate the EX3 stuff and like see what it can do. There's still some people who are sort of like the old faithful of no, we're just gonna stick with the simple one, which is just like as many Commandras as you can, and then focus on Darktra, like the OG Darktra, and then you can like use like
shaking the table something fierce.
Yeah.
So keep going.
You like take the space that the EX stuff had and just like put in like more options, more like more search pieces, whatever it is, right? And opt for that route. What are your thoughts?
So you want to find a healthy blend in the middle. It doesn't benefit you one way or another to go all the way one way or all the way the other way. The way the cards are right now, you basically ideally you want to run like 4 BT4 Darktras and then like 2 EX3 Darktras in my opinion. Any more than that is kind of painful.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have enough other D-Brigade pieces for like a line to go up of. I'm the one shaking the table. I'm sorry. I'm doing my stupid hand thing, my nervous tick. But you normally want to try and find a healthy blend somewhere in between, because so much of Commandramon is about just rookie rush, like just like swarming the board. Which it's a lot better in BT14 because Brigademon is both a high end that plays into that and can utilize like all the stacks that are available to us at that point.
Nice.
Yeah, analogs. He does get a hit on the Rave, trashes the rest. But yeah, that's my answer. Okay. You just try and find a healthy blend somewhere in between. I admittedly only have 3 BT4 Darktras, which is a problem. I need to get one more. I just haven't bothered to do it because 3's been fine.
Choke him at 1 with the Commander. Not bad. Just opts to play the memory setter Keenan.
Yeah, which means I can't choke him anymore, which is smart counterplay from him. I opt to Digi in the back to another BT4 Commander. I thought about playing it out just for more aggression, but I don't think I had another Commander in hand. Top 3, I do hit another Commander. I play out the blocker. Because I'm like, I might as well just have the protection there. Swing with that one. At this point, I already have him at 1 security. So I'm looking pretty good.
Yeah, you did a very, like, this is what D-Brigade wants to do.
Yeah. So I opt to go ahead and just use a memory boost, reveal top 4. It is all high-end hits, so I just go ahead and I grab the Dark or the Seals Dramon that's going to give me Rush with Inheritable. And I just play that for 4 because I'm like, well, you know what? Might as well just have 2 blockers out there. I know how Ravemon plays, so I know it is going to struggle to clear all of that. And I know how he is basically going to only be able to really just do one thing this turn and not be able to clear the whole board. So he does swing. His jamming saves him from the Death X. He uses the effect to pop himself, which adds top card security to him because I only have 6 cards in hand at that point. And then the Inheritable off the Crow deletes one of my boys. He's just, I have to trash a couple of cards from hand, which I'm like, I don't want to trash any of this. And he's going to gain a memory. And then he'll be able to analog use to gain a memory, hatch an egg, and then Keenan again to get another memory and draw a card.
That's dirty.
Rave, when it sees its stuff, it can do work. It's just a little too slow right now.
Sure.
That's its biggest struggle.
Effective choke with another analog.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a very well played Ravemon match. Like I said, I don't know too much about the deck, but I mean, from the test matches that we've run with Rave, like he's doing pretty well.
The biggest problem for Rave is that if it has no option, like, if you have any sort of big blocker in your deck, like Machine, like Black War Gray, it just cries. Yeah. And there I was able to just go for game. I opted to Digivolve into the EX3 Sealsdra because I know Amane Obari deletes the lowest level on your opponent's board. So I was like, I don't want to leave my Commander mine out because then he can just delete the other one. So I went ahead and I went into the Sealsdra to keep it safe while I swung with the other one.
For sure.
I played a bit more cautious that game.
Yeah.
Nice. And we'll go to game 3. I can't remember who started. He opts to mulligan. I keep my hand because I drew BT11 Commandra. He's the one shaking the table heavily. It's not just me.
It's the shadow sleeves, man. Too powerful.
It's those your sleeves. That's what's doing it. Stepping on the table. She's stepping on those cards. So yeah, he's just...
Ryan does go first. Goes Falco, then Peck. Pretty good.
Yep, pretty standard start. Hatch. Yeah, I had 2 BT11 Commandras. I had a BT11, BT4. I think it's BT11 Commandra. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. I can easily swarm the board right after if they both die in security. Yeah. He just plays a Keenan, gives me the option to do some trash stuff and whatnot. I choose not to because I had options that I wanted to keep just in case. Yep, so Crow reveals top 3 whiff.
That's wild.
So this is where this went south for me. Swing again.
Oh, no.
Die, sick.
Oh.
Top 3, whiff again.
Sir.
I whiffed 6 cards, and I was like, well, that sucks.
Sir.
That was... I had so much gas there to maintain aggression But the fact that I whiffed twice just...
Oh, no. And even what the hell?
I revealed top 4. Again, no Commandras.
This is like when you're playing against me.
I run for...
16, right?
Yeah, I run 16 Commandramons, I'm pretty sure. It's either 16 or 14.
Jeez.
But either way, like
that's 3 Iron Fists gone, 2 Death X gone.
And I went through 10 cards, and none of them were Commandras.
That is rough, sir.
So I'm at this point. I'm like, okay, I am behind now because I'm like, I gotta try and do something. So
yeah,
I'm debating what to do here. Ryan has a really good board state right now. He has a Ravemon in trash and a Tamer in place, and that Crowmon can digivolve into a Rave in trash specifically when it swings. And so I'm debating if I want to try and blow it up because I do have a bunch of big options in my hand, which was a constant problem today, by the way. I kept on having all of my options in hand and none coming out of security, or very few. When I run 14 options, because D-Brigade right now is sort of like pseudo like black security control in terms of like having explosive things in there to try to sort of help you maintain aggression or get rid of big stacks while your Commandras do their thing.
Does the Ravemon play that we were talking about? Swing.
Yep. Checks the card. End of attack to delete himself. So I'm going to tap card to my hand because I don't have more than 7. I believe is the magic number. He can play a level 4 or lower off of the Crowmon, so he just opts to play the... Or he's going to play the pack back out, but he has me trash 2 cards first because resolving effects correctly. Gains a memory, then plays level 4 out, so gets that free recycle. And so I'm like, well, 2 security down, so now we're even. I just swing, just swing face. Again, I die in security. I've never had those Commandramons, the 5k ones, die more than this set. Go ahead, give myself 2 memory with the one thing. I'm going to go ahead and put cards on top of the deck. So I'm like, okay, I can just have gas this turn. Which I do. I look at my hand to sort of like measure what I'm going to do next. Put it on top. And so this is... I was stupid here. I forgot to actually play the Dark Dramon after I did that. And then Ryan's like, wait, what about the... Why'd you put those cards on top of the deck? And I was like, oh, wait, you're right. So I panic and put the... Is he in trash for some reason? And I realized, wait, no. Let me just put the Dark Dramon on the board. What am I doing? So I do the correct play. I do that. My brain was not there. I was like,
might
lost
be a
in the
good.
sauce.
This is probably a good reason we're doing commentary first before the raw footage.
I will say I've noticed that we have less quote unquote engagement in terms of people yelling at us for misplays. So I swing and do that thing. I leave my blocker up because I'm like, okay, I need to be careful here because he could make a big play next turn. And I was like, I don't want to swing and check that security and have it go backfire on me, so I'd rather just wideboard and chill. He plays it back out, had another burst mode in hand, which is really unfortunate for me. Looks at my hand, trashes the Commandra, which I was stuck with. I had nothing in trash, but he was able to do that. He swings, bottom decks that Commandra to go ahead and blow up my entire board. So it's like, well, I should have just swung face.
Yeah, sure.
I do hit another BT4, which is good. Checks that. That's it for that. He hits. So that is a DG Dimension.
Yeah.
Which DG evolves that and then blows up his board. So that saved me. I'm like, all right, cool. I have a chance. But he is a 5 after all that. No Tamer on board, so he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. I have 2 swings right now.
Take care of something.
So he plays a Falcomon first, reveals top 3. Does grab a Rave, bottom decks the rest. Then he goes ahead, he just digivolves into the blocker peck here. Yeah. And then he's trying to decide what he wants to do and just plays on the blocker pack. And I'm like,
yeah, shit. That's actually that's an excellent play. Particularly against your deck, I think. It's just...
Yeah. So I digivolve in the back, grab a card. I'm like, okay. Swing. That dies. I go ahead and can play out another Commandra, which I just play out another BT4. No reason not to. Recycle. Yeah. And so here's where I'm like, okay, I can't swing for game this turn. I don't have the Dark Dramon, so I need to figure out what I want to do.
Because, I mean, you need to get a blocker out on board, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I go Seals Dramon. And I go Tank Dramon. So I'm like, okay, I can give Rush, because I can reveal top 3, play a Dark or Commandra. Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
Only problem is that Taintra can't swing still. So I swing that guy, he blocks. I'm like, okay, fine. And so I'm like, at this point, I need my Dartra to crash into the Ravemon. And then I can DG Dimension and pop the rest of his board. But if he blocks me here, it's just Jover. He does block me, and I'm like, well, that's it. That's all I can do. Because I don't have any other means of rushing. I didn't see another BT11 Dark Dramon. At this point, I'm just trying to think about my plays.
You have the blocker Commander in hand, though, no?
I do, but he has 2 swings.
Yeah.
And I have no other blocker.
I'm just wondering if could you have just like played out the blocker Commandra without going into tank and just DG Dimension and both blockers but kept the Ravemon on? You know, then he'd only have 1 swing. You know,
I think I drew the blocker off the
tank.
Yeah, off going into tank.
Sure.
Or Seals Draw, which I wouldn't have been able to play and keep turn at that point because I didn't have it in hand out the gate. I don't believe.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. It was close. It was a real close game. Good matches.
Yeah.
D-Brigade is still scary right now. It can just sometimes be so fast, or sometimes it can just whiff.
I guess that's why I had that question for you, you know, because it was like, because I've seen it and I've also felt it too, where it's just like if you whiff or you just aren't finding what you need, it's just like you're either clogged up one way or the other. So like, do you just like opt for the consistency and just try to spit out as many little guys as possible?
Yeah, that's like I said. You just find a healthy balance.
Yeah.
There's no. It doesn't. The deck isn't any better one way or the other. The way the deck performs best is right down the middle, which it gets better with BT14.
Because I know there are people who swear by, sort of like, I will not use any of the EX pieces. I'm gonna go purely like, almost like Rookie Rush, which is like fair. But with the amount of like redirection, blocking, and all that stuff, like I feel like that strategy is like just not viable anymore.
I have no idea about that. I haven't seen any of that. I've just seen people. I mean, at the very least, people always use the Taintra and the Seals Draw because jamming and being able to give rush and being able to play something out for free, it's all just too good. It works towards the next game plan.
Yeah.
And the stacker does too. Like the Taintra Inheritable lets you when any one of your Digimon with D-Brigade and its traits attacks, you can reveal top 2 and then play something with a play cost of. I think you just play Commandramon off of it. No, the one Digimon you can play at 5 or less. So you can play it like Seals Draw off of that. But yeah, that was the match.
Round 2 in the books, and moving on to round 3. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next round. Bye.
Bye.